Hello again, Facebook. It's Cars and Coffee Dave here. I hope you guys had a fabulous Labor Day weekend. I know I did. It started off with a great Cars and Coffee. Thank you for everyone that came out to the event this weekend. A lot of people were there, a lot of fun. All of our vendors were there, one of which was Wholesale Inc. I've been here a few minutes on the lot doing our pre-production, and let me tell you, it's not your average car dealership. So we're going to take a quick look at what they have to offer. Shouldn't be any more than 15-20 minutes. If you got some free time this morning, why don't you stick around? We're going to see what they have here. So immediately off the bat, we've got a wide selection of trucks. They've got trucks from every manufacturer. They've got stock, they've got modified from the factory, and they've got modified from right here at the dealership. Toyotas, GMCs, Fords, Chevys. So, oh, and a couple Jeeps back there. Interesting purple looking Jeep facing the street. So in addition to the Jeeps, they've got all sorts of stuff. They've got passenger cars. Jake Connor, howdy Dave. Well, howdy back at you, Jake. They've also got some high-end luxury stuff, and we're going to be taking a look at that just in a second. They've got over 2,200 cars here on their lot. Like I said, priced all around the market. So if you're looking for a car, come on down to Wholesale Inc. So one last look at these trucks real quick. We're going to toss it to Jake. Hey Jake, how you doing? I'm Cars and Coffee Dave.
Good, Dave. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent, sir. How's your Labor Day weekend?
It's fantastic. We were rocking and rolling all weekend.
Yeah.
Of course, we were closed Sunday, one thing we like to do here, but Saturday and Monday, fantastic days.
Well, that's good to hear. So tell us about Wholesale Inc. How long have you been in Nashville?
I've been in Nashville my whole life. I've only been with Wholesale a couple of months, but I've competed with them in this market for, gosh, since they've been open. I watch when they open their smaller facility and move over to this bigger facility. And I mean, it's just always been something hard to contain. I mean, when you're selling against them and they have every make, every model, it's tough. So when you can't beat them, you join them.
So a growing, thriving business that has attracted you to the ranks. That's good to hear. Tell us about these cars behind us. We've got some exotics here.
We do. We do. I guess for me, it's like being a kid in a candy store. I mean, if you look, you've got a 2018 Lexus LC500, brand new car. Also, right here, 96 911 turbo, air cooled. And then my favorite of the bunch, of course, Ferrari. It's got a dancing horse. I love it. But the F12 Berlinetta, I actually had the pleasure to go get that car and bring it back.
Now, this was actually out at Cars and Coffee this weekend, wasn't it? This was a crowd favorite. Not everybody knows. V12, 770 horsepower.
I think this one's 740.
Oh, 740.
The TDH is the 770.
Okay, I was off by 30.
0 to 60, 3.1 seconds, and a top speed of near 210.
3.1. Wow.
It's quite amazing. And the one thing I noticed about it is when you're driving it, if you're running 70 miles an hour and you kind of get down on it and it drops down to fourth gear from seventh, it holds there. And it's like begging you, please, come on, let's go. Do you want to do this or not? And it gives you time to make up your mind whether you want to cruise. But that's luxury meets an absolute race car, and it's a blast.
Insanity for the streets.
Yes, yes. And then the Gallardo 2014 Performante Spider, just an absolute stunning car. And then the 2015 Huracan as well. I mean, where do you get to go that you can see cars like this, along with just about everything else? We've just got tons of cool cars. Z06 Corvette in the background, Hellcats, 392 Chargers.
Yeah, so I don't want to limit people from seeing the full potential of what you have here. There's an S63 coupe over there. Can we take a look at that real quick?
Absolutely. I got in this one and played around yesterday. When you look out the moonroof, it is this deep blue sky.
So we got a 392.
392.
And then a regular SRT.
Yep.
If there is such a thing anymore, I don't even know.
They don't seem very regular to me.
No. Love those wheels. Oh, this interior is ridiculous.
Yes.
Oh, take a look at that, guys and gals. Wow, that is just really, really red, and the diamond stitching pattern, and that's a huge dash.
Yes.
All glass instruments, MFD. Cool, and a classy but sporty flat bottom steering wheel. And then let's take a look at these doors. Obviously, there's a lot of built-in lighting here, like up around there, right?
Yes.
That.
Look at all the power seat controls, power headrest.
Oh yeah, right through here. So
this part extends the bottom of the seat forward, so it give you a little more leg room. Bring it in. you'll notice it doesn't change the position of the seat, just how far your bottom sits forward or back. So
oh,
I mean,
wow.
put you in the seat. I was told this thing has active bolstering, so when you corner, the bolsters squeeze you like
they move. Yeah, they'll.
I haven't driven it yet, but my gosh, it's a beautiful car.
Those are cool features. So wow. Gonna take a quick look at the back of this. All right, so what else do you got?
Here's an A6 Quattro 3.0T. I love the inside of this car. When you get in, I mean, it's just the stitching on the seat, the color combo, the black with red.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's S-Line, just a beautiful car.
Not quite as over the top as that Mercedes, but still very nice, being a luxury European manufacturer. And this is a S6?
S6, yep. A6.
A6. S-Line A6. Awesome.
Yeah, it's got the 20-inch wheels. I mean, it's P0 tires, red calipers. Just a good-looking all-around car.
Yes, it is, absolutely. Get a little front shot of it right there. All right, so what are we going to look at next? This 392 is cool.
Yeah, come check out a couple of these Mustangs we've got.
Oh, that's right. There was a really over-the-top GT350 here.
There is.
And I think people are really going to enjoy that.
Now, I can't help but like this one. It's one of my favorites. 2017 Z06.
Okay.
It's got the red interior, white. It's just awesome car, 650 horsepower. That car's got 8,300 miles.
Whew.
Yeah, so, and much
not
cheaper
a lot.
Than buying a brand new one, too.
Not a lot of
Not
miles.
a lot at all. This Camaro, let's see here. If I can probably check this out.
This Camaro has been injured. It's got the light. Oh, and it's got what, is a little Knight Rider thing going on here? Oh, wow.
Yeah, whoever had it really took some time to dress this thing up inside.
So,
I mean, it's a show car.
This is a lot like Camaros that come out to Cars and Coffee that are all done up. And wow, the engine cover, it's got ghost flames on it. Everything's been matched and detailed accordingly. And we've got some signatures on the strut towers, which are interesting. And if only they were legible. And maybe we could tie them back to an actual human being, and maybe that human being was famous. It's probably just the guys that built it, though, you know?
Probably. So, it's really a cool car, though. I mean, somebody took some time to really dress it up under the hood. And it's their show.
Look at what it's sitting next to.
Yes.
And I say sitting because the car is, in fact, sitting on the ground. It's very, very low.
It's bagged with a wide body kit. This car, I think, barely has over 1,000 miles on it. So GT350, somebody just immediately took it and started fixing it up the way they want it.
So let's look at this.
I think I was told they're 335 tires.
The wide on the
Not for sure if you're big on those. What a fun car.
All right, we're back. Thank you, everyone that stayed with us. Slight connection problem. Part of the fun of doing these live is that you never quite know if you're going to be on Wi-Fi, if you're going to be on cellular, and if you're going to be transitioning inside and outside of buildings. So thank you very much for staying with us. And Michael J. McCoy, I did not see your previous comment. All I see is the signature on that Camaro. So fill out that previous comment that you sent so maybe we can have a conversation. Now that we've got our wireless back, we are going to continue taking a look at this GT350. Wide body, 1,000 miles. Obviously it's on air suspension because it is very, very low to the ground. It's got some giant wheels and tires on there. Big brakes to match, being the GT350. And just very, very aggressively styled. Excuse me. If you guys like what you're seeing, share this video. Tell your friends about Wholesale Inc. Tell your friends about Cars and Coffee Dave. Go like my Instagram and Facebook pages, Cars and Coffee Dave. Look at how aggressive this back end is. That is, whew. And then it's got a very industrial feel to it. Is this unlocked?
Should be.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do it live and not be very careful not to bump the doors. But very, very straightforward, performance-orientated interior. And again, very low. Very, very low. I love it. Ford Performance door sills right there next to the Recaro seats. All right, so that's fun. I really like that. And again, it's funny to see a GT350 that is just so much more aggressively styled than its big brother counterpart. I guess big brother, depending on what the purpose is and what you want to do with it.
Yeah.
So
make no mistake, though, you hear this thing grumble, it doesn't sound like anybody's baby brother.
No, it sounds nasty. It sounds really nasty.
Flat plane crankshaft really makes a huge difference. I mean, it makes it a high revving motor, and with that in the exhaust, this car just sounds evil when you hear it start up. You know something's going on when you hear it.
Oh, and I'm sure it's got headers and X-pipe and no mufflers.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know. It may, but it might not. I mean, it's from everything I've read, they just sound like that.
Well, sometimes you can just put cutouts on an exhaust system and two, and then you've got all the sound, and you don't have to go do the whole thing. Anyway, you had mentioned right before we had our technical glitch that you had a couple Jeeps that we needed to look at. I believe it was this darker red one here.
This one's my absolute favorite. I mean, unless you know what you're dealing with, ultimate sleeper car. I mean, Grand Cherokee supercharged with the 707 horsepower like a Hellcat. 707
horsepower and a four-wheel drive SUV.
Yes. Weighs 6,000 pounds. Has a tow capacity of up to 7,000 pounds.
3 tons of fun, huh?
And it'll pull 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. And at top speed, 180 miles an hour. And you know you're in something when you hit the launch button, because the first time you do it, it feels like your stomach just drops off like a roller coaster.
I'm impressed at your product knowledge. I got to be honest with you. You know all the years, you know the engines, you know the power specs, you know times.
I've always kind of been like that since I was a kid.
I'm very impressed.
I think it was 3rd grade. My uncle was selling a Testarossa, and after that I was done. So I learned specs on cars, especially ones that intrigue me.
Yeah, look at that. Brembo brakes.
Yeah, I think
stock
one of the
from
things,
the factory.
the yellow calipers with the Trackhawk.
Oh, sorry, I was overly ambitious and tried to unlock it, but it wasn't there.
And you get the red key with this.
Oh, so it has the 500 and the full horsepower?
Yep, the red key.
That's really cool. All right, so I believe we are going to go inside now.
Yeah, can I see?
So you guys are located all over the place, but your store here is just off Gallatin Pike.
Yep, 1811 Gallatin. Right in Madison.
Whew. All right, guys, so I'm going to try to be quiet. It's very difficult for Cars and Coffee Dave to be quiet at any time and not be obnoxious, but these gentlemen are trying to get their jobs done, and I don't want to interfere too much. But I did want to show you guys the inside of their facility. Show you what you got going on. What's the best way to go back? That way or?
Right this way.
So they've got a showroom in here, and they were kind enough to move most of their exotic cars that are normally in here outside for us for better lighting. So we thank Wholesale very much for accommodating us on that regard. But we still wanted to come in here and just show you.
We use this, as you see, showroom lane to show cars, and then over here is the sold lane. But on the far right is where they pull cars in to stage them for pictures.
Okay.
Website.
Nice, nice. I know, content creation is a constant battle. Were we going through one more?
We can, or we can go for a ride if you're ready in the golf cart.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll go for a tour, and then we'll...
I was looking for a golf cart, and I was standing right next to one. You know, it's kind of funny because that happens to me at Cars and Coffee all the time. I'm kind of famous for missing the craziest cars that they have, because I'm looking at the world through this viewfinder, and not and not what I should be looking at. Whee! So this is fun. I've another cart dealership a week or two ago decided to do the golf cart thing. So this is your detail shop?
Yep. Before we get them ready, when we bring them over,
Nice.
get them nice and cleaned up, and then immediately we take pictures of them and get them on the website.
I can smell the wax in the air.
Yep. Also over here, we actually recall these cars. So, I mean, one of the nice things about coming to our store is not only do you get to buy a car at wholesale pricing, we also recon them, so you're getting them better than what most people are. So we try to get these cars clean, serviced, ready to sell.
What is that?
Just an old purple Ford.
Oh wow.
1979, jacked all the way up. That's super cool, right?
That's pretty cool.
Some Bigfoot stuff.
Don't see those every day.
No.
And then you guys have a huge inventory back here of...
Yeah, and you know, I mean, the nice thing about what you see on this lot is we got the cream of the crop of our nice stuff. You know, I mean, we've got our wholesale operation in Mount Juliet where, you know, today at the auction, I think they were running about 600 cars. So, I mean, we go over there and we find the nicest of the nice stuff and we bring them to our lot. And we bring them out here to sell. So, I mean, these cars right here are waiting to go to service. Some of these cars are having a little bit of cleaning and maybe some repairs done.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
Trucks, I mean, you name it, we've got them. Honda Ridgelines, Colorados, Rams, Silverados, Sierras.
There's a 300C, there's a Prius, there's a couple of Priuses actually.
Yeah, we've got a Volt right now. We've got a Honda Clarity plug-in, which is pretty rare. I mean, just, you name it, we have everything. Trade-ins come in.
Little modified action on this Mazda right here.
Yeah, a little Mazda 3. He traded that in on a FRS the other night. So Toyota Tacomas, Nissan Frontiers.
Looks like he's lowered, got some wheel stuff
He's
done.
got a little stuff done to it. Yeah.
There's another 300S. These were so popular when they came out. They literally sold like hotcakes for like 2 years.
I mean, it was the best rated full-size car as well. So I mean, super ride, super nice looks. Here you go, for the person that's looking for that Dodge regular cab, but they want that hot rod version with the big wheels, the 5.7 Hemi and the 20s. Just a good looking truck.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sports truck.
Yes, it is a sports truck. That's exactly what it is.
Yep. Love the vents on the hood. Just gives that an aggressive
What
feel.
year is that?
This one here is a 2013 with 66,000 miles.
Not bad.
So not bad at all.
Have you seen the front of the new Silverados?
I have. The new 19 is
They
pretty
look
sharp.
crazy with those
is.
aero stuff that they've got up
Very
front.
aggressive looking. GS 350 Lexus if you want the nice big rear wheel drive sedan but still want that sporty feel. We've got everything. Corollas, Darts, you know, up to Lamborghinis and Ferraris. So.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Is like everyone watching right now has to remember earlier in the broadcast we had the 996, we had an F12, 2 Lambos, a Gallardo, and a Huracan. There's a Turbo R.
Yep, manual transmission.
I saw one of those out at Cars and Coffee.
Right?
That's interesting.
That car is super cool inside as well.
It really is because it's a bug, and it's, you know, classic looking, but it's got some get up and go to it.
Right.
And it's a vert.
Yes.
You know.
Hybrid Accord. I think that was traded into us. Here's the Honda Clarity. I don't know if you know much about that, but
I do not know anything about a Honda Clarity.
That's the plug-in Honda.
So that's their answer to the Volt?
Yeah, the Volt, the Prius plug-in, which here we've got a park next to a Prius. I mean,
so you guys actually have a lot of electric cars and modified fuel cars and
Miata,
MX-5.
Yep, for those Miata lovers out there.
Dude, there's a lot of them in Middle Tennessee.
Yes, there are.
I don't know if you've noticed, but there's like 35 Miata guys that come out every month.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping I get to attend the next one because somebody had to man the ship last time.
Well, we can't wait to have you out next time, Jake.
Go.
It is a lot of fun. It was just chaos.
Check out that 4Runner, a little bit of a lift, oversized wheels and tires. Looks like it's ready to just do a little off-roading.
Not bad.
Yeah.
And you okay? So I was just checking the lot continued over there, but
yeah, come on, we'll show you a lot of this stuff. So we'll head up here. They've just made a little bit of an extension on the lot because we're getting more cars. We need more space. 18 Camry XSE, have 2 of those, a V6 and a 4-cylinder. A little bit of everything up here. Forester, Rogue, Kia Optima, Jeep Wrangler, that was just traded in a couple days ago. Dart, Charger, 2 Tacomas. I'm a Toyota lover, so I mean, I love the Tacomas. Just a great truck. Now, a lot of this stuff you'll see come up here is basically stuff that's trade-ins, and
got to be careful with those red Chargers. Yeah. And then there's another 300C right there, another Jeep.
Yep.
You guys have just got everything.
You know, one of the hashtags you'll see if you go to our Facebook posts or stuff like that, every make, every model.
Every make, every model.
Now, we don't always have every make, every model, but we usually have pretty close to it. So when you go to our website, you click on the brands. We have, I think right now, we're sitting on around 30 brands with at least one.
What is your website, by the way?
Wholesale-Inc.com.
Wholesale-Inc.com. Now, I want to kind of wrap things up with something special. Like I said, I go to a lot of, I'm in the automotive world here in Middle Tennessee. I go to a lot of dealerships. I go to a lot of car events. One thing that I've never seen is something that we're about to see right now. And you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
You're headed in that direction. And it's just so cool because it really is, I mean, it's not really all about selling cars here with you guys.
It's really not.
It's kind of about more than that. And that sounds cliche and corny when I say it out loud, but I think when people see what you're about to see and understand what it is that these guys do, you'll feel the same way.
So a quick little glimpse, this is back here for the parking, and you'll see on the building, Wholesale Fit. So that, our owners, husband and wife, they have a serious passion for fitness. And I remember when I first got in the car business, working at a gym, I'd always see them there years ago.
Now this is unlocked, right?
This door's locked. I'm going to take you to the backside.
All right, well, let's get in there.
So these guys are really big on fitness, and when they got this facility this size, they said, hey, let's open up a gym. And they've had this gym back here free to the public for quite some time now. And you talk about people coming in and out, and our trainer actually sells cars part-time when he gets done training during the day. And the amount of customers that come in and ask for him just from doing that blow my mind. So we're going to park the golf cart and take a little shortcut right through the service department and hit the door.
Awesome. Oh, that opens the other way. Well, I mean, I do digital marketing and website stuff, so I'm all with you on the on doing more for the community than what you're just paid to do. But you guys have really taken this to the next level, because this is a free to the public gymnasium, and it's here. Now, we haven't done any time travel. This isn't Star Trek, and we haven't gone through any wormholes. We're still at Wholesale Inc. And these are weights here. I'm standing in a very large room with padded walls, which is where I'm going to end up one day. And you've got you've got free weights over here. Those are some sort of aerial apparatus, let you fly around. Not even
bands, work with the bands.
Oh, they're elastic? Okay.
Yep. Rope, climb. I mean, in here you have your free weights, bench press, just a little bit of everything.
So yeah, they've got a full bench section right here. And again, guys, this is free to the public. They hold classes in here. Did you say 3 times a day?
Yes, 3 classes a day, 6 days a week.
So
Monday
that's
through Saturday. Starts at 6 a.m.
18 times a week, starting at 6 a.m. every day, for you to come down to Wholesale Inc. and work out for free. No obligation. You don't have to do anything. You can come do your plyo. If you're a CrossFit guy, you can flip tires till you're blue in the face. If you want to run over hurdles, you can set those up and run those.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is just absolutely outstanding. Unfortunately, I live like 10 minutes away, so you might see me again, Jake.
You need to be here.
You might not
awesome.
get rid of me.
And the great thing is, I mean, we have 2 trainers that train. So they're here making sure you guys are doing it right. And it's personal training, group fitness, and it's free. Not only are you getting to come to a gym for free, you get trainers for free.
I know, and that's crazy. And they've got this mantra written on the wall that's, I believe, from the owners, and kind of explaining why they do what they do. And I just want to, tell everyone about that. That's something really cool. I've never heard of another business doing this. Like, I've heard of Google having cool stuff for their employees.
Yeah.
But a business doing this to the public for free is absolutely awesome. So, thank you very much, Jake. I really appreciate your time this morning. We've had a good time here. I appreciate you guys bringing everything out to Cars and Coffee, for bringing out the exotics for us to look at, and for showing us around your lot.
Well, thanks for coming to the lot. We really appreciate the exposure, and thank you guys.
Thank you very much for being here, and it's been a great day. And I'm just gonna go pan over here and say goodbye to the folks. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us again as we go and learn more about the people that support Nashville Cars and Coffee, make the event possible for all of us. Go check out our Facebook page on Facebook, Nashville Cars and Coffee, and also Cars and Coffee Dave on Instagram and Facebook as well. Cars AND Coffee Dave. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it, and go be healthy today. Bye bye.